Winx Club, if a fairy earns a new transformation, can they still use their old ones? Yes, in fact, we've actually seen this happen. So in season 8 of the series, which, feel how you feel about, the Winx mainly use their cosmix transformation. However, in episode 8 of the season, the Winx must save a star that's located deep in the oceans of Andros, and because cosmix isn't exactly suited for the water, the Winx actually transform into sirenix for the first time since early season 6. This was the first time we got solid confirmation that a fairy can still use their old transformations even after they've earned new ones.
But I'm not done yet!
Later in episode 14 of season 8, the Winx must open the star case in order to get the star compass, but because they can't open it, Bloom realizes that they have a way to get inside of it. So for the first time since season 4, the Winx transform back into enchantix so that they can miniaturize. Way back in season 2 and 3, we did see that the Winx could still access magic Winx after earning charmix, but this is because charmix is more like a power-up than a whole new transformation and can only be used for limited periods of time. So we know that if a fairy earns a new fairy form, they can still access their old ones, but are there any exceptions? Well, it's believed that once a fairy earns enchantix, they can no longer access magic Winx or charmix. It's theorized that because enchantix is the quote final fairy form, once it's earned, it becomes a fairy's kind of standard form over the less powerful magic Winx or charmix. There is a common misconception that in season 3, while trapped in the Omega dimension, Techna used her charmix transmitter bag in order to contact Timmy. However, she explains in the show that she actually used abandoned scrap technology in order to make this transmitter, so no, she didn't use charmix after earning enchantix. Techna was simply being an icon to legend and the moment. It's also unclear if harmonix can be used indefinitely. Harmonix is, for lack of a better word, a temporary transformation a fairy can earn in order to help them on the sirenix quest, so it's unclear if once a fairy earns sirenix if they lose their ability to use harmonix. There are an infinite amount of transformations a fairy can gain after earning enchantix, and all of these forms are specifically suited for different scenarios with different abilities and appearances. So if a fairy is in a situation where a different transformation is going to help them more than their most recent transformation, it makes sense that they could just switch between the two. I personally would love to see the Winx use believix again, mainly because it's my favorite fairy form, but I'm curious what forms you guys would like to see make a return.